She didn't enter your life waving red flags. She entered smiling, beautiful, sweet, innocent. She came like a summer breeze, but hidden inside that breeze was a hurricane. At first it felt like you'd finally found something real. The late night talks, the wild chemistry, the way she looked at you, like you were the only man in the world. But now, 6 months later, you're drained by 2 p.m. Your stomach tightens every time your phone buzzes, and you can't remember the last time you felt genuine peace. You're not weak. You're not crazy. You're not broken. You're being poisoned, slowly, strategically, by a woman who feeds on your energy the way a parasite feeds on a host. Toxic women don't arrive with warning labels. They don't scream danger. They arrive with sob stories that activate your protector instinct. They arrive with sexual energy so potent it short-circuits your judgment. They arrive with just enough sweetness to get you addicted before the poison hits. And the genius of it? She doesn't even have to keep you happy. She just has to keep you hooked. She doesn't want peace. Peace is her enemy. Because in peace, you might think. And when a man thinks, he sees the truth. So she builds cycles of chaos. Monday, you're the best man I've ever met. Tuesday, silence. Wednesday, tears and everyone always leaves me. Thursday, I don't even know if I can do this anymore. By Friday, you're begging just to get back to Monday's version of her. That's not love. That's a slot machine. Random rewards. Random punishments. Pure addiction. Here's the part men don't see until it's too late. She doesn't attack randomly. She attacks strategically. Your kindness, she calls it weakness. Your success, it makes her insecure, so she tears it down. Your friends, they're threats to her control, so she isolates you. Your family, they see through her act, so suddenly they're the enemy. Piece by piece, everything that makes you stable and sane is dismantled. Not because she hates you, because chaos is her oxygen. She needs you reactive, off balance, emotionally scrambled. And your body knows it. That fatigue, that's your nervous system, stuck in fight or flight. The headaches, that's your brain trying to reconcile love with pain. The weight gain, the anxiety, the insomnia. That's what happens when your soul is screaming, but your mouth keeps saying, she's just complicated. Every toxic relationship ends at the same crossroads. The first time you say no and mean it. Watch her face in that moment. Shock, rage, disbelief. Because her favorite toy suddenly grew a spine. And she hates it. This is where most men fold. Because she'll cry, she'll rage, she'll become the victim, she'll threaten to leave. She'll actually leave and come back like nothing happened. She'll recruit friends, family, anyone she can to pressure you. But make no mistake, what she's really fighting isn't you. She's fighting the death of her control. Men think boundaries are selfish. They think saying no makes them cruel. But here's the truth. Boundaries are the line between being her partner and being her prisoner. And boundaries are not requests. They are facts. I don't continue conversations while you're yelling. That's not a plea. That's a line in the sand. And when she crosses it, you don't argue. You enforce. You want to know her playbook? I'll give it to you. The guilt grenade. I guess I'm just not important to you. The blame boomerang. I wouldn't snoop if you didn't make me insecure. The triangulation special. Even your friend agrees with me. The silent nuke. Radio silence until you're begging for scraps. She doesn't want resolution. She wants reaction. Your anger, your panic, your desperate need to fix it. That's the jackpot. Neutrality is her kryptonite. When she screams, you stay calm. When she guilt trips, you don't defend. You just say, I'm sorry you feel that way, and move on. She throws grenades. You respond like you're discussing the weather. That's not cold. That's strategic. But here's the uncomfortable truth, brother. Why did you stay? Why did you tolerate it? It wasn't just her manipulation. It was your wounds. Chaos felt like love. Passion felt like drama. Her dysfunction matched something unhealed in you. This isn't your first toxic relationship, is it? The girl in college who threatened suicide if you left. The one who cheated but made it your fault. The one who isolated you from your friends. Different women, same pattern. Because you're not just unlucky. You're unconsciously drawn to chaos because it mirrors something inside you. Until you face that, you'll keep repeating the same cycle. So what's the way out? It's not hatred. Hatred is still fuel for her. The opposite of love is not hate. It's indifference. The real superpower is self-knowledge. When you know your worth at a bone-deep level, no one can convince you you're worthless. When you trust your perception of reality, gaslighting fails. When you know your triggers, guilt trips bounce off. Toxic women only control men who don't control themselves. Self-awareness is armor. And most men are walking into battle naked. They don't know why they fold, why they over-explain, why they keep chasing approval. So when a woman with a PhD in manipulation shows up, she reads them like an open book and runs the show. But the moment you know yourself, really know yourself, you become ungovernable. Walking away isn't defeat. It's graduation. You're not just leaving her. You're leaving behind the man who tolerated her. You don't need revenge. You don't need her apology. You don't even need closure. You need yourself, your energy, your clarity, your peace. And the most magnetic truth, once you stop playing the role of victim, you stop being visible to predators. You rise above the battlefield entirely. Listen, toxic women will always exist, but they only thrive on men who don't know themselves. The question is simple. Do you keep running her program reactive, boundaryless, exhausted? Or do you start running your own? Because at the end of the day, you don't fix a toxic relationship. You fix yourself. And once you do, the spell breaks. And suddenly, you don't just survive her. You outgrow her. The most powerful man in the world isn't the one who can conquer women. It's the man who can't be conquered by them.